I'm Kevin Lee with the Marketing Association, and I'm here with Max Razmakhin, who has opened up Resident Company Club, which is a co-working space. We're at the first location at the moment, which isn't even open yet, but there are going to be two locations, one up here on 23rd Street, one in Union Square. But there's some unique things about Resident Company Club, so I'll let Max share what his vision is for taking co-working to a completely new level.
Well, thanks so much, Kevin, for having me on this. Is it podcast or?
I wouldn't say it's a podcast; it's just a quick interview.
It's a quick interview, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's good to be with you. You've been a great supporter and a member of Resident Community. It actually started as a place for hosting founders and entrepreneurs, investors at different kinds of events. But then it became very obvious very quickly that to build a real community, you need a physical space for this. So I started looking into the co-working model, and one thing became very obvious very quickly is that the all-promise community, in reality, they just deliver on random strangers sharing Wi-Fi. So that seemed like a great opportunity to build something new, something fresh, and at Residence we focus on a couple of things. One of them is curating memberships. We want to be very intentional about who our members are, because that way we can build a really strong community. Two, we focus on vetting our members. We have a membership committee. We have certain qualities we're looking for in member companies. One of those qualities is a give first mindset. That way we can build a place that doesn't feel transactional. And then third thing we focus on is exceptional service. A lot of the times you see all these co-working spaces with community managers who are in reality office managers or administrators. They're not really empowered to build a community. We really invest in hiring the right people who can do this job and build a real community.
That's, I think, a great differentiator. So the two locations actually have slightly different target audiences. So why don't you talk about who you would love to have in each of the two locations? We've got the Madison Square area, which is up here on 23rd Street, and then you'll have the Union Square location. So how will those communities differ if you have the perfect mix?
Yeah, that's right. So the first location is tailored for companies that are building AI products, technology startups, venture investors, and then their portfolio companies. For the second location, we have a different theme. We're targeting consumer businesses, so it's CPG brands, it's consumer tech companies, and it's also service providers that can support them with their growth. That includes marketing agencies, branding firms, PR firms, etc. So each location has a different character. Each location has like a different community, and it has just different set of programs that are tailored specifically to the needs of those communities.
Great. And as far as you've now got your community manager, I'm not sure if she'll be shared across both locations or not, but have you already started to ideate on the types of events that you hope to use as a catalyst for folks to sort of grow and learn together?
Yeah, so events will definitely differ for each location. For this first one in Flatiron, it's going to be more tech focused, so we'll have a lot of workshops on how to raise capital, on how to build AI technologies, on how to build product roadmaps. So it's a lot more tailored to the needs of technology companies. For the consumer themed workspace, we will be doing a lot of events that talk about influencer marketing, right? And go-to-market strategies and different ways to market products and brands to different audiences. And that's the beauty of selecting a theme, because then you can really deliver relevant content to your members versus just providing them with a bunch of generic stuff that doesn't really move the needle for them.
So for folks who are either upset or dissatisfied with their current co-working space, who might be at the end of their lease or have flexibility to move, What is sort of the sweet spot from the size? I would imagine a 1 or 2 person office all the way up to how large?
Yeah, we're focused on providing private space to our members. So a lot of co-working spaces, they have large open areas and a lot of shared desks. That's not really our primary target. We're really targeting private offices and private suites. Our sweet spot is 4 to 10 desks, but we can accommodate anyone from who has a need for one-person office all the way to 35.
Great. And sort of what kind of, we're in one of the conference rooms now, what kind of conference room footprint do you have here at the first location?
We have 4 conference rooms between 2 floors. We also have 8 phone booths. Potentially we'll get some more depending on what the demand is. I know phone booths are a hot commodity right now. One of the phone booths will be bookable. So if you want to have a guaranteed spot where you want to take a phone call, you can always reserve it. But we also want to trust our members that they will use the space respectfully, right? So we're outlining certain values, certain qualities, and then we're betting on our members to do the right thing.
So pretty much every other co-working space doesn't have a vetting process, doesn't have a membership model that requires people to be approved to be part of the community. So given that that's a huge differentiator for you, I'd love to hear a little bit more about what you envision that process looking like, because people are used to being able to just walk in, take a tour, decide they love it, plunk down their deposit check, and off they go, right? And you're not going to do that. So how do you envision that process working?
Yeah, so the first part of the vetting process is exactly the same as at any co-working space. You book a tour, you come here for scheduled walkthrough of the space, and if you like what you see and you're interested in the space, at that point we'll start vetting you to see if you're the right fit for the community. We're not asking you to fill out any loan applications before you book a tour. It's just takes a lot of time, and it doesn't really provide you with the answers that can help you really understand what the company is all about. So we have just a couple of interesting questions. We ask you, for example, what are your pet peeves in the workplace, right? So we ask you questions about, let's say, imagining if you had a 100-person team, what sort of culture would you envision having in your business? So they're more interesting, more thoughtfully designed questions that help us determine what sort of values you and your company has. And then we run those answers through our membership committee. And if everybody is on the same page, we send you acceptance or confirmation email. And we don't want it to sound like you're getting accepted into college. The whole process is very quick. Like we usually would send you a proposal within the next day.
Great. And the final question is really about something that, again, will be somewhat unique because of the community element, which is anytime you talk about community, people want to know, okay, who are my neighbors going to be, right? And that's easier, 6 months from now when there are a lot of neighbors already there, and you could sort of show people, here's the mix of folks you'll be cohabitating with. But in your first months or two, right, you'll have a few anchor tenants that are here, and you'll need to use those along with sort of your vision of who the neighbors are going to be. And so how would you describe to me, if I was, considering this, who my neighbors will be?
That's where having a theme really helps. The fact that this space is for technology companies, AI firms, post-exit founders, you already have a general sense of the kind of neighbors you're going to see here. And then also we're happy to share who the existing members are who already signed up, because based on those initial 5-10 customers, you can already get a good sense of the type of companies, the type of founders, entrepreneurs, investors we're looking for.
Great. Is there anything else that we didn't cover that folks should know about you and the space?
I think the one thing I just want to add to what we just discussed is that We really value relationships, and I personally enjoy learning from other people versus learning from just books and blog posts and YouTube videos. Nothing really replaces in-person experiences and in-person knowledge exchange. And that's a big part of what Resident is all about. We want to facilitate introductions among all of our members, but we also want to respect their boundaries. So if you come here to do focused work, no one's going to bother you. But if you are looking for some of that interpersonal experience, we're all over it. And we have certain processes and programs that help us introduce members to one another and build a bunch of individual bonds among all of our members.
Great, that sounds super exciting. I look forward to checking in with you as the communities grow.
Thanks so much, Kevin.